Guys, it's Billy Mack and welcome back to my channel. We are back in the garage and it's time to start mounting these AFCO shocks. So I did some boring stuff when you guys weren't here with me. I mounted the wheels and tires, put the rear end back in, got everything lined up, ran some plumb lines, measured everything up, and now I know exactly where I need to place my mounts. There's one. For my, to relocate my my shocks. So what I'm gonna do now, again, another boring spot that you guys don't really need to see. I'm gonna remove the control arms, get this rear end back out, and start mounting the brackets. So I have the rear end out of the car. I have everything ground where it needs to be. Measured out 6 3/4, and this here is going to be level with the diff. So we're going to center this here to 0 degrees, get this on here to 0 degrees, and tack it on. So one of my problems was, I'm going to admit something. I had started this video before I had left for Epping for the race. I had done everything under the car, had everything mounted. It just didn't feel right. The welds didn't look right. So I said, I'm starting from scratch. This is rear suspension. It needs to be correct. So with that said, what I've done, I've ground it all down, did a little bit more research. One of the problems was my welds were not really binding well. Reason being, what I needed to do was heat up the tube first. Heat up the axle tube. Because I guess the weld will need a lot to have heat, and my little welder, the 140 volt or amp, is not going to give me enough heat. So let's try that first. I'm going to get this first one lined up where it needs to be. Going to heat it up, throw a couple tacks in. Let's see if it actually sticks. Give me a minute to get it all set up. So I have this here all lined up. It is zeroed out. This is flat. That's flat. It's straight this way. It's 6 3/4 inch from here. So let's get going on this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my torch over there. I'm going to heat up this section right here, good and hot. And then we're gonna throw a tack down. Okay, it did tack quite a bit better with the heat, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure it another time, make sure it's where I need to be, and then I'm gonna throw a weld all the way around it. Let's try that. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. A little gobby there, but definitely a lot better than it was when I did it under the car. And I did try to TIG it under the car, and if you would have seen it, you would have laughed at me. Probably would have never watched any more of my videos again. And probably sent me a letter in the mail to cease and desist. But I'm gonna tell you what, with the MIG, I'm not too bad. As you can see with my welds, they're not 100% perfect, but they're not too bad. So what I'm gonna do now is, you guys can watch, put it on some fast motion. We're gonna line up the other one, get that tacked in place. The heat really works well. There's no spucking, spattering, or anything like that with the weld. It just makes the job a whole lot easier. So I'm gonna get to that side. I'm gonna put you guys over there. You guys can watch. And again, if there's anything that I'm doing that you guys see, please let me know. Like, comment down below and say, listen, you stupid asshole, don't do it that way. And you know what? I'll probably try other ways. I'm new at all of this fabrication stuff. I absolutely love it, but I definitely need more help. And I do get some help from people, and I definitely appreciate it. So I'm not gonna go on any further right now. I'm gonna put you guys over there. I'm gonna get measuring up the other side. Okay. Clean off some of that slag, but it looks pretty damn good. Pretty good. Nice and square. So now I'm gonna tack on the anti-roll bar. All right. I say that a lot. Anyway, as you can see, everything is welded in place, all measured up correctly, and it is late, so I'm gonna go in the house, have a shower, get to bed, go work on some cars tomorrow, and I look tired. And then get back here, we'll get this rear end cleaned up, sprayed, and mounted back under the car, hopefully for the last time. Once we get those in place, we'll mount the top mount for the shocks, the new shocks, and that'll be it. We will have AFCOs in this car. So I'm going to bed. You guys take care, and I will be right back. Okay, it's the next day, and I have decided to try something here. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I have tried to make bracing here for the bottom. What I did is I did some light cuts and smashed the hell out of the pipe on the ground to get the round. And then what I will do is I will weld all those up, grind it down, and try to get some bracing made for here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna measure it off. I'm gonna see if I can cut it in place and see if I can get it fit. Oh yeah, so that's how we're gonna go. I'm going to now weld up all these, and then we'll tack these in place, there and there, and then I'm going to run a tack right along there. And that'll make it sturdy as heck. So what I'm gonna do now, grind these down, get them ready to weld up, and then we'll get this fitted in place. All right, we're gonna have this mounted in place, and I am going to give my TIG welder a try. You may or may not see this video. If you see this video, that means the TIG welding worked. If you don't see it, well, I went back to Old Faithful, and well, we'll see here in a minute. Okay, so you guys are seeing the video. That's TIG'd. There's some spots there. You know what? Not too bad though. My problem is keeping the distance consistency, but I will get better at that. But overall, turned out pretty good. I was gonna grind them down, but you know what? I don't really need to. I'm gonna get this set in place, and we're gonna clean these up and get ready to tack it in where it's going to stay. Okay, we have that all welded in. This is all welded across there. And that piece there is welded in. Is there a little crack there? Might add a little bit more. But I mean, this, my friends, is one beefy ass rear end. I have the front braces on, and now this back brace here So there's nothing moving. These are gonna be solid as heck. Right across there, nice welded across, and that's gonna be solid as heck. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm still amazed with my my TIG welds. Not too shabby at all. Now, with all that said, I'm gonna go in and eat. Take some pictures of this beauty here before I go in so I can post them on the interwebs and show off my work. And then maybe we'll get back out here, clean it up a little bit and spray it. But you guys don't need to see that part. It's just scuffing it down, spraying it again. I like to use bed liner, toughens it up, gives it that good look. So I'm gonna mask everything off. Again, you guys don't need to see that. But that is where I am at now. I'm gonna post a video now because I want to try to be quick with these videos, get them out every couple days or so. The next video, maybe we'll get me putting that back in the car and mounting the top brace. The top brace is pretty easy, where the coilovers mount to the top, and we'll put the coilovers together too. They do come apart, so we'll put them together. But for now, guys, please like and subscribe. I'm Billy Mack. Welcome back to my garage.